Thank you very much for tuning in. This is Nami, and here is the recording for the upcoming Aquarius new moon solar eclipse, annular solar eclipse that is happening on February 17th, 2026, around 7 a.m. in Eastern time zone. And this is an energy that we've been moving through already. It holds very strong electric energy that can tear things down, or it can enlighten and awaken. That is the Aquarius energy. It is the Uranus energy, which is very strong under this Aquarius new moon. So the sun and moon are coming together at 28 degrees of Aquarius. What is most important alignment that this new moon is making is that sun and the moon are in square with Uranus. Uranus is the ruling planet, modern ruler of Aquarius. So Uranus already holds this energy of unexpected, volatile, fast energy, right? Uranus, the theme of breakup, breakdown, and breakthroughs. It is the lightning-like energy. It is the earthquake energy. It is the energy that can, as I said, shake things down. And Uranus, the energy of revolution and evolution, but as well as this same spark of electricity that can ignite something within, for that energy of ascension and liberation and awakening, really, right? It's the same force of Uranus that can do both. So I truly believe under this new moon, this is the choice point. This new moon asking us, are we choosing to focus on the energy of destruction, which is fueled by anger and frustration and hatred and all this kind of energy that's being possessed by outrage toward something, someone, situations that's outside of us that's happening? Or are we going to choose to tap into this other energy of this electricity, which is fueled by our devotion to higher truth, devotion to the spiritual, unseeable realm of energy, mysticism and spirituality, and the unconditional love and bliss and all of that. I think there is a very strong duality split that's happening under Aquarius energy. Aquarius, all the air archetype in the zodiac wheel holds different quality of duality, because air signs are ruled by, it holds a very strong association with the mind, right? Gemini, the twin, it is the energy of right or wrong and yin and yang and the light and dark, the duality that composes this whole entire world. The duality is the source of creation within this earthly realm, right? It's the judgment and an analytical understanding of the two sides of the one coin. It's Gemini energy, right? The Libra energy can be associated with justice. It's the scale of balance and the harmony with everyone, with the other side, this side and the other side. How can we create this sense of harmony and balance between those opposing forces that is symbolized by the Libra archetype? And then the third air archetype, which is Aquarius, Aquarius holds this energy of power to the people, but as well as this very strong sense of revolution and ascension. And it's the rebel, right? Rebelling against the old system, rebelling against the norm sometimes. Aquarius can hold this authentic, individualistic energy, which may be completely different from all the rest. So Aquarius energy does have a very strong, unique, authentic self-expression, and that may be different from all the rest, but also this is the energy that can take us into the place where, you know what, I'm going off from this battle between right and wrong, or left versus right, or all this duality. I am seeing it all as a play, in a way, all as this some kind of the play that's being projected on the screen of the collective mind, and I'm choosing to see it from outside of this play, of this theater. I am here to expand my awareness to see it from that bird's eye perspective, and then I choose not to take any side, right? That's the place I want to be. That's the devotion I want to commit to. At least I am choosing to use this Aquarius energy to take me back there, because I have my own personal opinions and I can get trapped in that, right? What is right? What is wrong? What is really happening in the hidden, dark, unseeable realm of reality? And then I sometimes get trapped in that. And then I have to remind myself, no, this too is a part of the play. And then I have to choose to be on the side of love. Choose to be on the side of radical love, right? Revolution based on that love. So that I choose not to dehumanize anyone, or I choose not to trigger anyone, or I choose not to be a part of that hate and anger, right? I choose not to take on either side if that hatred is being strongly played. You know what? I step back and then I choose to be in the neutral space. I choose to be that rebellious one to rebel against this whole system by being outside of it all. That's kind of a place that I'm choosing to go into under this Aquarius new moon, because this is this Uranus playing a big role, right? Pluto is in Aquarius for the next 20 years, which is ruled by Uranus. I mean, Pluto is going to be in the territory of Uranus for the next 20 years. This Pluto in Aquarius is all about innovation, right? It's all about ascension. I do believe Pluto is here to create the new world based on spiritual awareness and spiritual consciousness. But I feel like, especially under this new moon, because Uranus is still in Taurus for the next few months. At the end of April, on April 25th, Uranus will move into Gemini, and then it's gonna change our game. It's gonna change the field of energy that the Pluto will carry also, right? But now Uranus is still in Taurus. Taurus is ruled by Venus. So I pay attention to what is Venus doing to get a sense of the quality of this square. Right? Square is the battle, it's the tension, it is the resistance, it is the friction. But Venus is with the North Node. This Venus North Node conjunction under this eclipse is karmically, divinely beautiful, because Venus loves to be in Pisces. Venus stays in Pisces until mid-March, right? Venus at 8 degrees of Pisces. 8 degrees is the number of transformation, transmutation, alchemy. And that Venus is with North Node. North Node, the collective North Star, the dragon head that we are aiming toward. North Node Venus in Pisces tells us, invites us to tap into the spiritual truth of oneness of all. It is the energy of devotion. It is the energy of compassion. It is the energy of kindness. And that must be the energy that we need to keep tuning into the spiritual awareness and spiritual truth of the oneness of all, right? Something is dissolving. Everything is dissolving. What we thought was real is maybe not really real in a way, right? What we were told as reality, maybe reality is not what we were told, or reality is not what is being projected, right? What we're seeing in the news, what we are told, how this whole world is about, what we were told, what humans are like. Everything is crumbling now under this Saturn Neptune coming together at 0 degrees of Aries. This is a humanity reset point. This is our reality reset point, which is only resetting the past 6,000s of years. This is huge, and this energy is not going to manifest right away. Saturn takes time. Neptune is the energy that keeps everything under fog, and so we cannot really see it. It may not manifest right away, but down the years, we are gonna look back to this time period and we'll see, yeah, that was a big turning point, including AI, including all this spiritual awareness expanding, even with the expansion and awareness of this quantum physics. The quantum physics is even rebelling against what we believed for hundreds of years, right? Reality is shifting, and everything also is shifting. So all the battle that's happening between this side or the other side, or Christianity or different religions, like all the battles are coming up very, very strongly, because that energy belongs to our old world. Just like the things at the 29 critical degrees of a sign, things get wobbly, right? The old energy comes expanding and big because it is falling, because it is losing its own power. So I do have my human fear kind of awareness that I hope this is not go too bad before it truly liberates us, and this collapse of this system is gonna happen eventually. And before that, I see also, kind of like old system, old belief, old patterns of reality, of slavery, of female and the female children being put down, or some kind of an energy that is trying to keep that old system going is happening in the world, but it's all a part of the crumble, because it must crumble, because it is not aligning with our spiritual truth. So it's very important to come back to this archetype of Venus and North Node coming together to bring our alignment, come back to align our mind back to our heart, because Mercury is there in Pisces, and Mercury is in pre-shadow period. So Mercury will start its retrograde on February 26th up to March 20th, right? Whatever is happening now, we have to come back to, because Mercury energy is going to continue to take us back or make us reflect and make us readjust, reconsider, right? It's the time of adjustment. Mercury retrograde and Mercury in Pisces. Pisces is not a logical sign. Mercury in Pisces invites us to tune inward, surrender to the universe, have faith, next level faith in the bigger, larger patterns of the universe and what universe is doing and playing a role as above, so below on this collective field here on earth, right? This is a very strong spiritual recalibration that's happening right now. And then through this Mercury retrograde, this is the karmic break point. This is a karmic clean up. This is a time that we must choose to disengage from what feels like it's old and outdated, and then it is draining. Tuning into this full faith in God and in the universe, in the mystery of it all, then we cannot feel bad, right? So when we are going into this human brain and in this logical, analytical, judgmental mind, that is the energy of a little bit of this Virgo archetype. Analyzing, planning, and going deep into the rabbit hole and to criticize something and then to judge and taking sides. That's the Virgo energy, right? That is the South Node. That's the dragon tail. With the dragon tail, that should be sweeping out of our internal divine field of the mind. And we have to choose to go toward the North Node again, which is all about compassion, driven by magic. And then this Venus and North Node is reminding us, like a magic, everything will eventually fall into place. Everything will. It's all meant to do that here within this eternal field of cosmos. Everything is always moving toward the good. And then along the way, sometimes bad things pop up here and there and pop up. But it's the process that we must move through to go toward that better, brighter place where we are fully tuned into our spiritual truth. We are on a journey of remembrance. And this month, next month, we are on that journey very strongly. But I love this archetype of Vesta and Mars conjunction under this new moon. Vesta, the fire, the flame over fire of God. The Vesta, the asteroid of devotion. It's the spiritual devotion. It's the devotion to self. It's the devotion to God. It's the devotion to balance and harmony and devotion to truth. Mars, our will, our direction, our focus has to be connected to that kind of devotion right now, I believe, under this new moon. And following day, the sun will ingress into Pisces and the new energetic field that we are going to enter. The sun in Pisces, more energy to that mysticism and to that faith and to that creativity, right? To make sure that that we know that life is still beautiful. Life is not even still. Life is beautiful, right? The world is beautiful. So we must choose to tune our antenna and frequency awareness into that beauty, into that wholeness of goodness of life, all the good, bad, chaos, all that, including all of that. Life is beautiful, and I am grateful that I'm alive. I am grateful to be a part of this collective field of humanity, but I know also the humanity is shifting, and then let's be excited for that, right? Rather than focusing on how bad it can get, let us be excited for how good it can get. The universe show us how good it can get, and keep tuning in, tapping in to connect to that kind of goodness and excitement and joy for what the Saturn and Neptune may reveal for us. This is the beginning of a new era that we all came down here to witness and to be a part of. Yes, so that's the energy I'm tapping into under this Aquarius new moon. This is huge energy. And then because of the fact that this eclipse is big, I've been saying this because just a few days after this Aquarius new moon solar eclipse, Saturn and Neptune are coming together exactly at 0 degrees and 44 minutes of Aries. But even under this energy, they are coming to create a new reality. Saturn, Neptune. Saturn is our foundation. Neptune is our dream. So we must choose to pour our energy into new creation, new dream, new visualization, all this new excitement, new love, new sense of freedom, whatever that you want to feel more toward. That's what we want to bring our focus to, because our focus is our superpower. Whatever that we bring our awareness to, we give life to it. Yes. So not feeding our energy into the old world that is collapsing right in front of our eyes. We disengage. We let them fall, right? With less distraction, and then we keep feeding our energy into what's next, because the last third decan of Aquarius is ruled by 7 of Swords. 7 is a number that's ruled by Neptune. 7 is the energy of illusion and delusion and confusion, right? Addiction. But this guy is moving away from that. So under this energy, we want to disrupt the patterns of our own internal addiction. Things can get so addictive these days. The energy of, information coming in, or social media, news, whatever that you tend to get addicted to, or you have a pattern of going digging in. Maybe under this new moon, you want to disrupt the pattern, to move away from it, and then go toward that energy of clarity, no regretting, no looking back. This is not the moment that we are not looking back, because whatever that is being presented in front of us, we are collectively we created this. Right? Our reality, right? What's in front of me, my reality, my individual reality or collective reality, is a creation of our past. What we believed in the past, that's been happening again and again over years and years. History repeats. So if we choose not to repeat that history, we must collectively shift our energy field completely. So we are not choosing to pour our energy into these repetitive patterns of the past, but we are shifting something energetically, and we are here to prove the power of energy. We are here to prove the energy, prove the power of prayers, prove the power of visualization, and prove the powers of our own magic. And we are using that to create, to start feeding into this new era, new creation, right? New consciousness centered, spirit centered reality, this new era that we are moving into. But this is the new moon that's happening under this, the pre-shadow period of this Mercury. So it's gonna take a while for this energy to unfold. At the same time, sometimes eclipse energy can shift something suddenly with Uranus, sudden this shifting around, right? But eclipse energy is always a time to surrender, choosing not to hold on to the control of this handle. No, I want this way to go this way. No, this is a time to surrender to the universe, let the universe to turn the wheel, and we're here to be on a ride, buckle up our seatbelt, trust the ride, wherever it takes us. We trust, everything is happening for our highest good. What kind of card that comes up? It's the Queen of Wands. Beautiful card. She is the queen that reminds us to create. It's the Queen of Fire. There is a lot of energy coming into that fire energy. It's the Saturn and Neptune together. And then this is the energy, right? Saturn can represent this patriarchal energy. The Saturn can represent this kings and emperors and all those energies that ruled our world for thousands of years in a way. But when Neptune, I see Neptune as a very divine, feminine, cosmic ocean archetype, the mother womb archetype. And when they are coming together at 0 degrees, the reset point, the 0 point of Aries, maybe this is the maternal energy returning back to the earth. It's the rise of the queen. It's the rise of the divine feminine, in tune with the rhythm of the earth, in tune with the energy of the love, the creation, the force of creation, right? Woman is the coming back to be in power. I truly believe, right? More slow, more receptive, more caring and nourishing, and we are shifting toward that. The yin yang balance is shifting. We may not see it right away, but may we choose to tune in, to trust and connect to that Queen of Wands archetype within. She is the radical love. She is the radical creator. Fire is passion. She holds passion. She holds deep desire. She holds deep will to create what she wants to create. But at the same time, she is the queen. She is also receptive. She chooses to trust the timing. She chooses to trust the current of life, current of the universe, and she moves with the current of the universe. She doesn't resist so much. She doesn't try to swim against the current of water, but she chooses to use the rhythm of the current, but she chooses to use her own magic and create something new, pivot, not in a strong, go against and resist and fight against kind of a way, but she chooses to sit on her own throne, and she chooses to sit with her own cat, right? Cat represents intuition, the magic, the witch, and then she chooses to use her own magic wand to create all the magic. And the sunflower is a symbol of life, and she chooses to, like sunflower always is facing toward the sun, all the sunflower face toward the sun. So she reminds us to face toward the sun. She reminds us to face toward the light that radiates within, and keep tuning into our inner light. Keep tuning toward the light. Focus on the light. Focus on the divinity. Focus on the radiance that is with us always, no matter what. And with the heart, 8 of Cups showed up, And this is the eclipse card. Some people say under the eclipse, the magician looking person holding on to the cane, the magic one as the cane, he chooses to move away from the Eight of Cups, and then he chooses to go on to the spirit quest, soul quest. This is the energy of moving away from what is being projected in front of us. This is the energy that move away from this reality, all the noise, all the chaos, all the craziness, and go into toward the solitude, to go into the inner cave like a hermit, to connect back to our own magic, connect back to our own serenity and deep intuition. Okay, the third card, confirmation. Yes, this is the energy to go in. The moon card, under the moonlight, nothing is clear. And if nothing is clear, it's the time to go into our own inner light. Wolves are barking, right? Things are unclear, and then everything is, it's shady and it's unclear, and then a lot of shady energy is present. So we tune into our own inner water moon, and then we choose to tap into our own psyche, and we connect to our own path, and we keep tuning in to walk our own path, our own path of peace, our own path toward serenity and love, and we keep walking toward the gate to go beyond the gate. What's in front of the gate is familiar. This reality, this chaos, this crazy entertainment and this play and the theater that we are part of, this matrix, is what feels familiar, but we choose to move beyond what feels familiar to start creating this new reality, right? Be the glitch in the matrix and keep disengaging and keep plugging our energy into this new field of infinite potentiality, and keep dreaming, keep visualizing, keep praying, keep tuning in to that bliss that is our magic. Yes, thank you so much for listening. And I always appreciate everyone who is leaving comments or likes. And yes, thank you for listening. I appreciate you so much. Much love. Peace.